A Carey teenager is celebrating his 14th birthday happy and healthy tonight. The young man is overcoming the odds after a rare disease left his parents wondering what each day would bring. 13 ABC's Christina Williams has the story of courage you'll only see right here on 13 ABC.
Infantile idiopathic scoliosis is rare. Young children are born with it or develop it before they're 3 years old. And unlike scoliosis a teenager or an adult may have, it can be life-threatening.
So show me what you got over here. You're gonna have to...
Brett Mullholand looks like your average 8th grader. He spends time hanging out with his brother and loves being in the great outdoors as a Boy Scout.
I think I've got all of them, or close to all of them.
But his journey wasn't always easy. At just a few months old, Brett was diagnosed with infantile idiopathic scoliosis, a life-threatening condition.
My first thoughts were that little kids, babies don't get this. I've never heard of a baby having it, so I didn't quite understand. And at that point, they were doing what they call watch and see, where you watch it to see, and we were still hopeful at that point that in wearing the brace that it would correct the curvature. We didn't realize quite what we had ahead of us.
Brett's spine was curved more than 100%, and as he grew, it got worse.
The lungs don't grow to the same stage that the body is at, so they can't support that body.
At just 10 months old, a plastic brace from Brett's breastbone to his legs became part of his wardrobe 24 hours a day.
It was actually kind of fun playing tag and stuff. I couldn't tell if somebody tagged me or not.
But the bracing didn't correct the problem. So Dr. Gerd with the Cleveland Clinic put in metal rods to lengthen Brett's spine.
We have rods that work as struts that every 6 months this poor child had to go back for surgery in order to have it elongated so that his torso is growing with the rest of his body and allowing those lungs to develop.
Every time Brett grew, he had to go under the knife. By 13, he'd had nearly 20 surgeries.
There were times where we went maybe 3 months between a surgery, and then there were times we would go almost a year.
You can't imagine what it's like to walk your child back to the OR 20 times and hold yourself together to put them to sleep and trust someone else to do this, and then walk out of the room, and then that's when I would fall apart, and Janet was always there.
In addition to the nurses' support, the Mullholands say Brett's spirit kept them going.
It was kind of hard at first, and then after a while I just got used to it and started getting better at it.
This past year, Brett had a spinal fusion. The rods are still in place, but his spine is straight. And Dr. Gerd says Brett's recovery is amazing.
Brett looks great. He's a tough little man. No, he's doing beautifully.
Without any setbacks, this is the end of Brett's struggle with scoliosis.
Good job.
The Mullholands are ready to move on, and as Brett prepares for high school, he's focusing on a new goal of becoming a mechanical engineer.
And I got it so I can change the gears and everything, and it's got steering and everything.
We're really doing great.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
In Carey, Christina Williams, 13 ABC, Action News.
And we